appreciate everyone coming tonight. I'm Craig Cassidy. I'm the assistant principal at Holland Middle School, and I just wanted to express Mrs. Bartle's feelings. She is currently in South Korea and China, and she had a unique opportunity, so she cannot join us tonight. I know she misses seeing these kids off, but I get the wonderful opportunity of kind of emceeing this event, which I wouldn't have had she been here. So I'm very excited to be able to do this. I want to welcome everyone who's here tonight. I know we have a lot of family members, a lot of friends. We have a number of our staff members here tonight, and we are just here to celebrate these kids and getting them ready to go to that next step, which will be high school here in Port Huron. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you to the class of 2018. Now, one thing about being a teacher is when I start talking, sometimes I like to continue, so I made sure I kept it very short so we can get to the meat of the program tonight. But I do have some things I want to say about these guys before we actually get started. First of all, we have a unique opportunity at Holland Woods. We have both Huskies and Big Reds sitting up on stage right now, which is not the typical thing at most middle schools anywhere you go. We have a really great group of kids who are very excited to take that next step, go to Northern, to go to PH. And I've even heard some of them already talking about what they think are going to be some epic battles on the athletic field, in band competitions, and I know they're very excited, so I am excited as well to let these kids move on to that place. It's always hard to see kids leave because you build these relationships with them, but they're going to be in two wonderful high schools, and again, it's a great opportunity to have these kids coming to one middle school and then heading out to two schools, and hopefully this will help us just continue to build a strong community in Port Huron. I appreciate all the attendance of everyone here, and again, all the support. These kids are here today because of the support of all of you who are sitting out there. And we truly appreciate the support that you've given the school this year. There's been a lot of changes for these kids. At the beginning of this year, they had a number of staff members that were brand new, including a new principal, a new assistant principal, several new staff members working in positions that did not exist as interventionists, and several new teachers that came in. We had a wonderful year. We started out this year, and these guys will tell you, they wanted to see kind of what I was made of being the new guy on campus. And once they figured it out, I think we had a very, very good year. We had a lot of fun. And I'm a person who I love to talk to these guys. I like to go around to their lunch tables and get to know them. And it was an outstanding year getting to know these kids. And I see a lot of promise with these kids moving forward. We built a lot of strong bonds and built strong relationships. And that was kind of a focus throughout the school year, was building relationships. We wanted Holland Woods to be a place where the kids come to feel safe, to feel that they have staff members that they can come to. And I truly think if you ask a lot of these kids, that happened this year. We really started to build that with the new staff, and then having the former staff that had been there that brought us in and welcomed us. Truly, I don't think anyone really realizes how unique it is that we have such a great staff here. This staff is a huge, huge, huge team that works very well together. So I appreciate all that they've done this year as well. Absolutely, thank you. Now, the biggest thing that I've noticed with these kids here, and I'd like to turn and talk to you, but I'm trying to stay on the microphone. I've seen a huge growth in their maturity throughout the course of the year. When they entered, they were much more like 7th graders than 8th graders, and I can honestly say as we're leaving now, they are ready for high school. And it's been a joy to be around these kids every day, to get to know them, and to see them grow throughout the year, and to talk to them about what are their plans in the future. What do you want to do when you get done with high school? Where are you thinking about going? Talking about how important things like the ACT are. These kids are ready. And as I started thinking about what I wanted to say tonight, I had something that just stuck in my head. It was something my coach in college used to say to us all the time. And it's a paraphrase of Vince Lombardi, but he said, "The man at the top of the mountain didn't fall from the sky. He got there with a long, hard climb." Now, right now for these kids, they've looked at, yeah, we've been in school in a long time, but truly, the start of high school is the start of that climb. And I think the kids don't always realize, and sometimes parents and friends, that first semester of high school is one of the most important semesters, because that's where you establish your GPA and what you're going to be able to do moving forward in those first few months of high school. And so that's the first step. And as we climb that mountain, each new year brings new experiences. They become sophomores, they get their driver's licenses, they go to their junior year, they're taking a number of AP classes, they're looking towards applying for colleges, and then their senior year, it's here and it's gone. And it goes very, very quickly, and I'm sure as parents you know how quickly these things can go. And as we continue to climb up, the goal for us is not just to get them ready for high school, but to get them ready for college and the world beyond. Because every single one of these kids is going to be successful in whatever they choose to do. And there's so much potential on this stage right now. I have a unique opportunity at Holland Woods right now. Several of my former teachers are working at Holland Woods Middle School. And I hope someday one of these guys sitting here will come back and be my boss, because that's a compliment to all the staff here. And it's possible. These are a wonderful, wonderful group of kids. And as we start this climb up that mountain, it's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. But it's totally achievable for you guys. And understand that as we move towards this, I want to see every single one of you crossing that stage in 2018, getting your diploma from one of your 2 high schools. And I want to see you guys going on to college. And I want everyone to keep me in the loop with where these guys are, because we have built a strong relationship with these kids. So at this time, again, one more round of applause for the class of 2018. Now at this time, I'm going to have 2 of our students come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Now this is kind of a hard thing. If you've never been in our building at the beginning of the day, every day this year I have led us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And now I have to turn over my duties to 2 students who are going to do a wonderful job. Mr. Andrew and Matthew Beebe, if you guys could come up, please.
Okay, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, parents, teachers, and 8th graders. My role here tonight is to present the awards for attendance. And in order to receive the attendance award, you have been able to, or the student, as you can see, it is a very distinguished award. There is one student that will be receiving this award for perfect attendance all year long. This is a remarkable accomplishment when you consider all the colds, the illnesses, and vacations and other things that could keep them away from school. So I'm happy to present that the Perfect Attendance Award goes to Randy Cote. You're just going to stand at your seat and we just acknowledge you. Thank you. Also, the awards are in your packets that you have been given and or will be given. Okay. The next award goes to 2 individuals that have had good attendance. The following 8th graders have been able to maintain a good attendance record for this school year. The requirements for this award are not being absent or tardy for more than 3 times in the school year. These 2 awards go to Erica Conley. Nice job. And Reese Gorlick. Please stand. Thank you. Moving on with the program, we now have Mrs. Dunges, and please give her a round of applause.
Good evening. It's nice to see a full house. The award I'm going to present is Honor Roll. The students who have maintained at least a cumulative GPA of a 3.0 to 3.5 grade point average with no D's or E's for their 8th grade year have earned this award. Kids, when I call your name, please stand. DeMarco Brown. Sierra Burgett, Courtney Burley, Alanis Coburn, Eric Cornelius, Ryan Cote, Rain Zernowski, Jenna Darcy, Madison Eastman, Nicholas Fenner, Cameron Flick, Devin Gardner, Alexia Gordon, Donovan Guthrie, Amber Hayden, Scott Hill, Daniel Johns, Nathan LaFrance, Zachariah Ledbetter, David Lewis, Brandon Lyon, Lauren Mertz, Molly O'Farrell, Mark Phipps, China Powell, Kewan Price, Bryce Reeves, Desire Robinson, Andrew Scheibel, Hannah Schroll, Jalen Ship, Felicia Weaver, Cassandra Warden. It means a lot to be consistent, pay attention to your grades, do what you need to do, and they've accomplished a lot. Good job, kids. There are more Scholastic achievements we'd like to announce, and Miss Lynn Asaf, our other counselor, would like to do that.
Okay, the short one's up here now. I'm going to lower the mic. Good evening. And these kids have worked really hard, and they know that keeping up your grades is no easy task. It takes dedication. It takes willingness to be successful. It takes satisfaction for a job well done. And it takes perseverance and just plain old hard work. The following awards celebrates those students who have done just that. The Scholastic Achievement Award honors those who have worked hard and maintained a GPA, grade point average, of a 3.5 to a 3.99. That means a B+ to an A- average throughout this year. The students receiving this award will please stand when I say your name and remain standing until all are called. Kennedy Albright. Michaela Banker. Logan Barrett. Andrew Basnaw. Andrew Beebe. Matthew Beebe. Orion Bennett. Alicia Bolin. Olivia Bolt. Devin Cantrell. Erica Conley. Malia Coronado. Margaret Crosby. Caitlin Durfee. James Epley. Kennedy Falk. Andrene Gill. Ashley Gonder. Nevin Gordon. Ashley Gossman. Gabriella McCarty. Gabriella McCarty. Taylor McDonald. Kara McGinty. Michaela McIntyre. Stephen Mason. Absent is both Brian Mihai and Catherine Miller, who could not be here. They're in this group. And in addition, Mackenzie Nessel, Kanaya Price, Autumn Ripke, John Robbins, Wyatt Seifert, Kiara Slaughter, Nina Spigner, Javon Taylor, Logan Tenbush, Mason Tenbush, Jenny Tran, Eric Vo, Callie Whitaker. Please join me. What an awesome group, right? In addition, there's another group that have maintained a perfect 4.0 all year. And I would like those students to please stand when their name is called. Marley Buckley, Thomas Buckley, Randy Cote, Madison Davis, Ellen Forsgren, Bree Skorlick, Geraldine Hammond, Caitlin Humphrey, Hallie Roman, Andrew Talmadge, Dane Voss, and Aaron Voss. Congratulations. Okay, just so you know, we have 5 groups of twins in this group. So it's kind of fun. We've got all these names. Now I would like to introduce Mrs. Gretchen Ringbalski, Madame, to the podium, please. And she will start the special departmental awards.
I've had the privilege of having most of my 8th graders for 2 years. This allows me to really get to know my students, and I really appreciate the time that I've spent with them. It's an emotional night because I know they're going to have fun in high school, but it's really sad to see them go. There are 2 traits that we are looking for in language acquisition, and 2 things we really see that let us know that a student is going to be successful. One is a natural ability to acquire language. Students who are good at this tend to be good at memorizing music, good singers, good with poetry, or memorizing math facts, grammar rules. And the second is students who have excellent work habits, good attention to detail, editing skills, study habits, classroom behaviors. Many, many students were in contention for the 2 awards that I'm going to give tonight, and I want to reemphasize that. Many students were in contention for this award. 2 students stood out. They're students who I would really strongly suggest, in addition to whatever else they would like to do, that they continue with language, as of course all of you should. The 2 students I would like to recognize are Andrew Basnaw and Jenny Tran. These are here for you. Next, I would like to introduce Mrs. Lori Hand, who will come up and give the Spanish awards.
This year, I've been lucky enough to have over 100 of the fine students you see on the stage. We've laughed and we've cried in Spanish, of course. When you laugh in Spanish, it's spelled J-A-J-A, ha, 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 ha. I will be really sad to see all of you go, really. The end of the year, as I've told you, was very bittersweet for me because We know you at a level we'll never know you again. When I see you at Myers, we're going to have awkward conversations, but now I hug you in the hall. Like Ms. Ringvelski said, it was very hard to choose a student to receive an award. And I think it is that way because we know you and love you all. One student in particular, though, that has taken every opportunity to build her Spanish skills, just speaks to me in the hall whenever she can in Spanish, comes and visits, it's kind of fun. I am proud to present this year's Spanish award to Jenna Darcy. You can have her stand. I don't have an Eiffel Tower to give you, I'm sorry. Next to Spanish, I'm sort of a slash in the program. I ran something that's a little unique to Holland Woods. I ran something called a school store. And what this was is a partnership with Junior Achievement, which is an organization that was set up and funded by Fortune 500 companies to instill business lessons and good financial practice in students. Junior Achievement and our local branch of the Eastern Michigan Bank partnered with me to start our kickoff store classes. And I had a wonderful group of dedicated students. And together we learned how to sell things, what to sell, when to sell, and, well, just what to do with the business. If I can have all of my business students, all of my kickoff school store students rise. Everybody stand up. They made money. They know how to make money. This is good for you. Okay. If I can have you sit. I'd especially like to honor 4 of those students, Mark Welsh, Felicia Weaver, Hannah Kuhn, and Noah Weidke with the Most Valuable School Store Employee Award. Thank you very much. And without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. David Dazer to present the ELA Award.
It seems strange for me to be given an ELA award because for 25 years or so I did German. But it's really hard to choose which one of the students should get an award, so I chose 3. And one thing I've noticed, we all keep calling our students our kids. And I think that's because we care so much about them. And we feel great when they do well. We feel bad when they disappoint us. But it's really fun for me to pick out these 3 and give them this award. The kids who know me in class know I like my workshop. And since it's a writing class, I made them each a pen on my wood lathe. The first one is going to Ellen Forsgren, who Ellen entered a writing contest sponsored by the Community Mental Health, and she placed very highly in that, and was invited to a dinner, and I was able to go with her to that, and we had a nice time. Another young lady who was one of the most prolific writers in the 8th grade was always bringing me something she wrote, a poem, a short story, you name it. She was always writing something. Jenna Darcy. And the third one goes to a lady who's a real wordsmith. She can put together a sentence or a paragraph like a painter puts together a painting. Sorry. Or a musician writes a piece of music. It was music to your ears sometimes what she would come up with in just a few minutes' time, and that is Andrene Gill. Now I'd like to introduce Ms. Akia Mitchell, who will give a math award.
To be able to teach math and ELA this year. So I have a little bit longer list than the ones who came before me. My first set of awards are for academic excellence in math for students who received all A's this year. And I guess you can just stand. I do have awards for you in class tomorrow. We have a little celebration. I don't have it today. Asiana Flo. Miss Felicia Weaver. Jenny Tran. And is Vic here today? I don't know if I saw him. Okay, and Vic. Vic is my special one, I'm sorry. He was so shy this year, for anyone who knows him, and he eventually started coming out a little bit in my sleepy second hour class. Thank you guys, congratulations. The next set of awards I have are for students who maintained A's and B's all year. This is Kaylee Catherwood, Devin Gardner, DeMarco Brown, Daniel John, and like Dave said, I have her for math and she still brings me poems and I read every last one of them, Jenna Darcy. Congratulations, guys. The next set of awards are from my ELA class, and again, the first set of awards are for my straight A students this year. I have two of them, and the first one is Taylor McDonald. And the second is Ashley Gossman. Good job, guys. And my last set of awards for the A/B students this year in ELA are Michaela Banker, Bryce Reeves, and Logan Barrett. Congratulations, guys. Guys, I just want to congratulate all of you this year, especially the students that I had the pleasure of getting to know. My second hour, like I said, were the kids who I've had to try to kind of keep awake in my math class. My sixth hour, I had to try to calm them down. And my fourth hour, we just kind of did our thing in there. So all of my students know I tell them that I love them, I give them hugs. Congratulations and good luck next year. Miss Krista Roman.
My name is Mrs. Roman, and I am the math interventionist at Holland Woods. And tonight we would like to honor 6 students for excellence in mathematics at the school. They are, if you could stand when I call your name, Andrew Basnoff, Thomas Buckley, Randy Cote, Ellen Forsgren, Hallie Roman, and Cassie Warden. Andrew, Tommy, Randy, Ellen, and Cassie, they each take a geometry class at the high school each morning before they start their day at Holland Woods. and Hallie is finishing her 3rd year at the high school, completing Algebra 2 and Pre-Calc. We hope to see big things from these kids in the future. Congratulations. The second set of awards that I have are for Math Counts, and Math Counts is a club that meets, and it is a national competitive middle school program that promotes mathematics achievement through a series of fun and engaging bee-style contests. So kind of like the National Spelling Bee that you saw on TV, it's a math bee. At our St. Clair County competition, we had 4 students represent Holland Woods on a team, and 4 students compete as all-stars. When I call your name, if you could come up and get your ribbon. Our team athletes were Hallie Roman, Cassie Warden, Alan Forsgren, and Aaron Voss. Our 8th grade all-star was Reese Gorlick. In the competition, Hallie finished 5th and Cassie was 6th. Ellen was 17th, Aaron was 19th, and Reese was 30th in the Blue Water Chapter competition. Hallie and Cassie competed in the buzz round, and Cassie ended up beating out Hallie for a 3rd place finish and qualifying Cassie to the state championship competition at Western Michigan University. Congratulations, Cassie. I'm so proud of all of you. Next we have Mrs. Anita Crimmins, and she's going to give some science awards.
Good evening. I would like to recognize about 6 students for outstanding academic excellence in 8th grade science. These students not only showed academic excellence, most of these students studied for the high school equivalency test and recently took that. And many also participated in science fairs locally and statewide. So the following students: Thomas Buckley, Randy Cote, Ellen Forsgren, Reese Gorlick, Hallie Roman, and Dane Voss. Congratulations.
I had a lot of fun this year, along with Mrs. Ruth Jones, coaching our Quiz Bowl team at Holland Woods. We have 2 teams, a B team, which consists of 6th graders, and an A team, which consists of 7th and 8th. The B team is 6th graders, the A team is 7th and 8th graders. And the A team had a fantastic, awesome year. We actually, if you notice, 2 trophies in front of the podium, beat out for 1st place this season the other middle schools, Fort Gratiot, Central, Yale, and Croslex for 1st place. And at the end of each season, we compete in a Quiz Bowl tournament, and we won 1st place. The kids were awesome to watch. They worked really well together, and they did a great job. I'd like to acknowledge the 8th graders from our Quiz Bowl team and ask them to stand when I call their name. Randy Cote, Margaret Crosby, Jeremy Simpson, and Reese Gorlick. Thank you for participating. Thank you for playing. You guys are awesome. I hope you continue in high school with their team as well. We have a lot of big shoes to fill next year after you're gone. I'm recruiting. For social studies, U.S. history, I teach a class for U.S. history and would like to acknowledge a student who consistently did what they needed to do, participated, completed his work, showed a strong knowledge of U.S. history, and as well as being a good candidate for AP History in 9th grade. So to honor that, I'd like to acknowledge Andrew Basnaw for U.S. History this year. Now I'd like to introduce Miss Michelle Ellis with awards for her class.
I have been teaching the same kind of students, the same type of your kids for the past 21 years. And they're very special, unique kids that have maybe physical limitations, cognitive limitations, kids that day after day after day work hard all the time. And I am just very, very proud of them. Some of the things that we do regular reading work, and everything is geared at their individual level. We do language work, we do math work, time, money, but a lot of it, what we do is job training skills, how when they get out into the world, how they are going to be able to take care of themselves. Part of a program that we did this year was we opened up a recycling business for our school. So the students had recycling boxes into every classroom, and it was their job, it was their business to go in there, grab that basket, empty it, and they had to do it quietly without interrupting the whole class and causing a scene. We had Goodwill Industries come to our classroom and pick all of that up. We broke down all the cardboard for the entire school, the whole year. We had popcorn sales every Friday, bake sales. Very, very busy, busy classroom. It's very hands-on. It's very family-orientated. The kids that I have become like a family to me. And so do their parents. So I try not to be too emotional, but I'm not doing too good tonight. But I'd like to go through some of the awards that I'm going to be giving. If I could have Parker Dingman come up. This is Mr. Parker Dingman, and he has some special things. Can I hand them to you? Can I? Okay. This is a certificate of achievement. Certificate of achievement. You want to show him? He completed 3 years with me, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. Also, he got a certificate for working in the recycling program, one of my best workers. I'll hold him for you. And then I always do like little silly things. And I never spend very much money on anything. So I always go to the dollar store. And I went to lots of dollar stores this year thinking of special things I could do for the kids. Well, all 3 years that I have had Parker, you know, there were some mornings where I would get there late, per usual, because I have kids of my own. Thank goodness I have Park Bros. And when I would walk in, Parker would always be the first one that would jump up and, "Morning, Miss Ellis, morning, Miss Ellis." And there's been so much throughout his life that could have changed his personality. So I got him Sunny Delight. Let me hold on to that one. And another thing, for 3 years also, Whenever Parker gets really excited about something, he'll come up to me and he'll say, me had a baseball game this weekend, or me rode my bike, or he'd be mad sometimes, me don't want to do that. And I was like, every time I said the same thing. Parker, in this classroom, there are no such thing as me balls. There's only what? What did I say? Eyeballs. Right? So I'll put all your stuff back in here. And I am very, very proud of you. Parker will be attending Woodlands next year, and he is going to do an awesome job. Very proud of him. Next, if I could have Hannah Schroll come up. Now, Hannah, I didn't have her for 6th grade. I had her for part of 7th and not in a full-time schedule. It was only for certain things that she really needed. And then this year, I also had her only for a part-time schedule. But what a sweetheart. She also has some very special things. She has a certificate of completion. One of my lead operators in the recycling program. And she's very, very involved with so many things. And one of the things she was involved in was school, 2 of them. It's girls cheerleading and girls softball. Okay, you ready for the fun stuff? You ready? All right. So, like I said, Hannah's very social. So moving on to high school, I got her, she needs to have a weekly and monthly planner so she can keep track of, you know, who she's going to hang out with on what night and what movie they're going to go see and what soccer game, so she can keep that all straight. Everybody's name, phone numbers, and she was my #1 cheerleader in class. Somebody would get down. And if I could have Mr. Zachary Cunningham come up. And I had Zach for all 3 years also. He's done an amazing job. He also gets the recycling program, plus he was awesome in working the popcorn sales. He ran the cash register, he was giving out change, reading them, thanking them, so he gets a certificate. And a certificate of achievement. Probably, he's looking at me like, what are these for? You want me to eat these or what? They're marshmallows. The reason why this is, in 6th grade, when he came, there was a lot of anger. There was a lot of things that frustrated him. He didn't always tell me how he felt or what made him mad or act certain ways. And during this whole time, he is now my big softy marshmallow. I got more for you, just a minute. Last thing, I promise. Okay, and then we also have when we do have free time in the room, some kids, you know, would always play like different games, but he would always stick to the same game. I had balls in the back of the room, and he would always be in the back room, and I'll probably drop it because I'm not as good, but he would always be back there just bouncing the ball, and he'd do it really fast. And, you know, he'd do this for maybe 5 or 10 minutes at a time. So it's time to graduate, and you're going to start juggling 3 balls. there's two people I need to thank for the job that I do, for the job that they do for the kids. And there's the woman that's standing behind the curtain up here. Her and I have been together for 14 years. And the reason she's back here is because one of my students has severe seizures, so she's back there just in case. Debbie Studer, can you come up? She And I also have a wonderful one-on-one parapro, Ruth Jones. Can you please stand up? Thank you. One more quick thing. All right, one more quick thing, and this is to all you guys out there. The kids that are in 5th hour gym class, stand up with my kids. And hold your applause for a second. Watch this. The kids that were in art class with my kids last year, stand up. Any of you that have high-fived any of my students in the hallways or said good morning or shook their hand, stand up. You guys should be very proud of yourselves. And as you heard from all of the applause from everyone else out here, that is one of the most meaningful things in life, is what's in your heart. Okay? Thank you very much. Next, Miss Lynn Asif with National Junior Honor Society.
After every year, we have to follow Mrs. Ellis, and it's a very difficult thing to do. She's wonderful, isn't she? I think she deserves a round of applause. Mrs. Hand and I have the great pleasure of being the advisors to the National Junior Honor Society. This year has been particularly meaningful and happy. We've got a great group, and I really was debating not even letting them pass this year so we could have them again. But they said no. National Junior Honor Society was established with the hopes of creating an organization that would recognize and foster academic achievement while developing other characteristics essential to citizens in a democracy. The 5 ideals on which National Honor Society was founded are scholarship, character, service, leadership, and citizenship. In order to be eligible for membership in NJHS, a student must have a cumulative GPA during their 3 years in middle school of a 3.5 or better on a 4.0 scale. Their applications are then evaluated by a faculty council, keeping in mind the 5 ideals during the initiation and induction process. Induction into NJHS takes place in the fall during their 8th grade year. NJHS members are required to maintain a 3.5 or better, in addition to performing 24 hours of community service during the school year and upholding the 5 ideals. Mrs. Hand will now continue.
This year's members have been busy performing community service, such as working with school conferences, working at carnivals for elementary schools. They held canned food drives, and they helped maintain our school food pantry. They also collected new stuffed animals for the pediatric unit at Port Huron Hospital. They led and mentored the incoming 6th graders on visits to our school. These are just a few of the services that they provided this year. We are very pleased to introduce to you this year's NJHS members, scholars. When your name is called, please stand and remain standing until all the names have been announced. Kennedy Albright. Michaela Banker, Logan Barrett, Andrew Beebe, Matthew Beebe, Alicia Boland, Olivia Bolt, Marley Buckley, Thomas Buckley, Erica Conley, Malia Coronado, Randy Cote, Margaret Crosby, Madison Davis, Caitlin DeFree, Madison Eastman, James Epley, Kennedy Falk, Cameron Flick, Alan Forsgren, Ashley Gossman, Geraldine Hammond, Caitlin Humphrey, Daniel Johns, Stephen Mason, Gabriella McCarty, Taylor McDonald, Michaela McIntyre, Brian Mihai, Catherine Miller, Mackenzie Nestle, Bryce Reeves, John Robbins, Hallie Roman, Andrew Talmadge, Javon Taylor, Logan Tenbush, Mason Tenbush, Eric Vo, Dane Voss, Aaron Voss, and Callie Whitaker. Warm round of applause. Great, great groups this year. And as a special thank you to the people who took on leadership roles, Callie Whitaker is our president, who was wonderful at helping me update everything and keeping me on my toes. Thank you. Kennedy Falk, who ran meetings, again, one of my wonderful, wonderful helpers. Erin Forsgren, wow, she really got all the information to me when I needed it. I'm sorry, Ellen, I'm sorry, did I screw that? Oh, I'm sorry. It happens. All right, yes, teachers screw up more than once. Okay. Treasurer Aaron Voss, and then corresponding secretary James Epley. All right, thank you.
We're really going to miss you, and I know Mrs. Hand feels the same way. But we wish you the best of luck as you continue on your academic careers. And next, Mrs. Genges is going to present a special award.
This next award is called the Presidential Education Award. There are several kids who have earned this award. The criteria is to have at least a 3.5 grade point average during middle school. But also, the criteria includes scoring a 1 or a 2 on their 8th grade MEP in both reading and math. And that is quite an achievement, especially with the most recent cut scores. Each student receives a certificate and a lapel pin, which will be included in your packets. Also, in your packets is a special letter acknowledging your success in winning this award. And if you don't mind, I'd like to read the letter for the Presidential Education Award. Please accept my congratulations on receiving the President's Education Award. I am pleased to join your family, friends, and teachers in honoring this tremendous achievement. America's continued success depends on how well your generation prepared for the future, and this special recognition is a testament to the dedication and skill you have shown in the classroom. I am proud of you for pushing yourself academically, and I am counting on you to continue to set a good example and help others whenever you have the opportunity. Smart, driven young people like you remind me that America's best days are yet to come. And as long as you continue to stay focused on your education and work hard, no dream will be beyond reach. Congratulations again. I hope this award inspires you to continue seeking out new challenges and setting your sights on new horizons. I wish you all the best for the years to come ahead. President Barack Obama. The recipients of this President's Education Award, please stand when I call your name. Kennedy Albright, Andrew Basnaw, Andrew Beebe, Thomas Buckley, Devin Cantrell, Erica Conley, Randy Cote, Margaret Crosby, James Epley, Ellen Forsgren, Andrene Gill, Reese Gorlick, Nevin Gordon, Caitlin Humphrey, Stephen Mason, Gabriella McCarty, Taylor McDonald, Bryce Reeves, Hallie Roman, Andrew Talmadge, Logan Tenbush, Mason Tenbush, Dane Voss, Aaron Voss, Cassandra Warden. Job well done. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to introduce our interim band director, Mr. Andrew Lobb, for some very special band and music awards.
Good evening. I would like to start off by saying that I'm very proud of every member of the 8th grade band. You've done an excellent job this year, and you should be proud of what you have accomplished over the past 3 years. As well as for those that have chosen to continue on in band at the high school level, I know that you'll have an amazing time and make memories and friends that will last a lifetime. Before I introduce the 2 music awards, I would like to recognize the accomplishment of the 8th grade band as a whole. A couple months ago, this band performed over at Port Huron High School in the Michigan State Band and Orchestra Association District Band Festival. And earlier in the week, I handed each and every member who participated in that event a red ribbon for earning a Division II, which is the second highest award that a middle school band can get. So I'd like the 8th grade band members to stand up. Every year, the Holland Woods Middle School Band awards 2 awards to individuals that have done great things for the band program, one of which I did announce at the spring concert, one of which I did not. I'm going to announce both awards because both awards are going to receive a medal, and I would like it if Mr. Dazer could hand them the medals, because he is over there and I don't want to make a teacher walk over from this side. Thank you, Mr. Dazer. The first award that I'm going to award is the Instrumental Music Award. This award goes to 2 band members that have demonstrated a strong musical ability, are involved in extra band activities and events, and in the case of one student, changed his instrument at the beginning of the year. So without further ado, the 2013 and 2014 Instrumental Music Awards go to Olivia Bolt and Edward Stevens. The second award is called the Director's Award, and this was awarded at the spring concert. So these students do know that they are getting this award, but I wanted to recognize them again. This award is given to students who have gone above and beyond what is required to be in band at Holland Woods in both service and musicianship. The 2013 and 2014 Director's Award was given and awarded to Marley Buckley and Stephen Mason. Again, I would like to thank the 8th grade band members one more time for a great year, and I wish you all luck in your future musical endeavors. I would like to pass the microphone off to Mr. Cassidy.
This next award is the Service Award. The recipient of this award should demonstrate qualities such as they are volunteers who are dependable and well organized. They gladly are available for us to have them help people around the school and are willing to sacrifice and offer assistance. They work well with others and are willing to take on difficult or inconspicuous responsibilities. They cheerfully and enthusiastically render any requested service to the school, and they show courtesy by assisting visitors, teachers, and students. These students are truly what make Holland Woods a wonderful place to be, because honestly there's many, many kids who could have received this award, but these four stand out just because every time you see them, they're smiling, they're friendly, they're willing to help anyone at any time. So the four students that are receiving the Service Award are Erica Conley, Catherine Miller. She is absent tonight, but we still want to state her name for everybody. Next one is Andrew Talmadge. And the fourth is Dane Voss. The next award is the Sportsmanship Award. As the athletic director for Holland Woods, it's my honor to present the Sportsmanship Award. The winner of this award, and actually there are four in this case, not only display athletic talent and team leadership, but more importantly, they are an example of good sportsmanship both within their own team and in competition with other schools. Sometimes that's difficult, but these four were outstanding at that. They are a leader and an example in the classroom, the hallways, and in the community. We always try to reinforce with these kids they are scholar athletes. They're not just athletes, and far more emphasis needs to be placed on the scholar. So after taking some polling with the teachers and the coaches that coach these kids, we had these four athletes nominated and win these awards. The winners for our two male athletes for sportsmanship are Stephen Mason. There should be something there. And Dane Voss. And they look real nice right now, but they're still fierce competitors, even though they're nice to everybody. But they get out there and they get after it. So I think you'll see big things from them in the future. And for our girls who won the award, again, can't say enough good things about all these kids. The first one is Hallie Roman. And the second is Callie Whitaker. At this time, I'd like to turn over the Leadership Award to Miss Lynn Asaf. Mr. Sander could not join us tonight, so she will be presenting the Leadership Award.
The Leadership Award was nominated by the teachers, and the recipient of this award should demonstrate such qualities as leadership in promoting school activities. They exercise influence on their peers in upholding school ideals. They exemplify positive attitudes. They inspire positive behaviors in others. They demonstrate leadership in the classroom and school activities. And they are thoroughly dependable in any responsibility which they accept. The winners for this year's Leadership Award are Michaela Banker, Ellen Forskren, Stephen Mason, Hallie Roman, Dane Voss, and Aaron Voss. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce Mrs. Ann Bobble, who is one of our behavior interventionists, to present the next award.
This is my first year at Holland Woods, and I just want to say that it's been an honor just to be with these guys and get to know the 8th graders. I'm having a tough time this week because I know we have to see them off, and it's right, they need to go, but I kind of want to keep them, but that's just my own issue. I'm going to be presenting the awards for citizenship, and they will be receiving a certificate in their packet for citizenship. Just a little background about it. The reason they're receiving this award is they demonstrate qualities such as cooperates by complying with school regulations concerning property, programs, office, and in the halls, and all over. They show courtesy, concern, and respect for others. They observe instructions and rules, punctuality, that means being on time, and faithfulness, both inside and outside of the classroom. They take criticism willingly, and they accept recommendations graciously. I will now present to you the winners of the Citizenship Award. These students were nominated and elected by their teachers. Many students were nominated. However, the final vote came down to 2 girls and 2 boys. And they are Marley Buckley, James Epley, Ashley Gosman, and Stephen Mason. Please join me in congratulating them. I'm now going to hand over the program to Mr. Cassidy.
Now this next award is a very important award. These students that have earned the scholarship award have maintained a 4.0 grade point average for all 3 years at Holland Woods. So when the students are recognized, they will be receiving a lamp of knowledge as well as medals with green and white stripes on them. But on top of that, their names will be continued to hang in the halls at Holland Woods on a plaque. So anytime you go back, you'll see their names hanging there. So this is a very prestigious thing to maintain a 4.0 for all 3 years. So when I state your name, there should be medals over there for you guys. Marley Buckley. Thomas Buckley. Randy Cote. Madison Davis. Ellen Forsgren. Reese Gorlick. Geraldine Hammond. Caitlin Humphrey. Hallie Roman. Andrew Talmadge. Dane Voss. And not to be surpassed by her brother, Aaron Voss. Now the next thing I'm going to do is turn this over to Ms. Dunges and Ms. Asaph for the recognition of our class of 2018. The students will come up, and I would please ask that you hold your applause due to the large number of students that will be coming up so that everybody can hear everybody's name read. And again, this is a wonderful group of students, and we're very proud to present them with all these awards. Understand, guys, this is just the beginning of great things to come for you guys. So at this time, I'd like to turn this over to Mrs. Asaph and Ms. Dunges.
I would like to add also that all of the awards, the Director's Music, the Instrumental Music Award, Service Award, Sportsmanship Award, Leadership Award, Citizenship Award, in addition to the Scholarship Award, all have plaques which are engraved with the winners' names and will be hanging tomorrow in the hallway at school.
You ready?
Okay, we will begin the presentation. Kennedy D. Albright. Michaela A. Banker. Logan H. Barrett. Andrew M. Beebe. Matthew E. Beebe. Alicia M. Boland. Olivia J. Bolt. Alicia, just come back. I'll tell you what happened. She had a softball game and told me she wasn't coming, so I didn't want the alphabet. So I'm sorry. It's here, though. It's here at school. Who's up? Marley M. Buckley. Thomas J. Buckley. Erica R. Conley. Randy T. Cote. Malia R. Coronado. Margaret E. Crosby. Madison K. Davis. Caitlin R. Durfee. Madison A. Eastman. James T. Epley. Kennedy L. Falk. Ellen G. Forsgren. Ashley J. Gossman. Geraldine S. Hammond. Caitlin A. Humphrey. Daniel L. Johns. Stephen E. Mason. Gabriella G. McCarty. Taylor J. McDonald. Michaela A. McIntyre. Not here, but Catherine P. Miller. Mackenzie L. Nessel. Bryce W. Reeves. John S. Robbins. Hallie C. Roman. Andrew J. Talmadge. Javon A. Taylor. Logan B. Tenbush. Mason B. Tenbush. Eric Vo. Dane R. Voss. Aaron D. Voss. Callie L. Whitaker. Reese H. Gorlick. Edward A. Stevens. Alexis N. Albert. Elena M. Arnold. Brady L. Ashworth. Megan L. Badgerow. Alan L. Barber. Andrew J. Basnaw. Tyler L. Basnaw. Daniel A. Bennett. Orion A. Bennett. Zachariah T. Cunningham. Hannah M. Schroll. Parker E. Dingman. Julius M. Bettencourt. Noah D. Blasi. Charles P. Bouffret. Tyler P. Bowers. Jenna M. Brewer. DeMarco D. Brown. Tyrell E. Brown. Claire M. Breinert. Sierra L. Burgett. Taylor R. Burkhart. Courtney R. Burley. Angel R. Burt. Devin A. Cantrell. Kids, move up to the, there you go. Yeah, welcome. Kaylee L. Catherwood McIntosh. Alanis K. Coburn. Christian R. Colden. Justin K. Corby. Ryan M. Cote. Rain B. Zernowski. Jenna J. Darcy. Haley A. Doan. Ashley E. Dobson. Kaylee B. Dortman. Tanea J. Duran. Cameron T. Enright. You may walk up to the front now as you're getting back. That's right. Remember how we practiced, everybody? Darnell J. Evans. Brycelyn Filer. Nicholas S. Fenner. Asiana D. Flo. Kaylee M. Fulton. Elena E. Gardner. Andrene L. Gill. Kayla S. Gilmore. Jeremy E. Glover. Ashley M. Gonder. Alexia J. Gordon. Nevin M. Gordon. Elizabeth N. Grant. Natalie R. Guernsey. Donovan S. Guthrie. Jody M. Hansen. David K. Harris. Valerie R. Heidenrich. Scott L. Hill. Brennan T. Jacobson. Thomas M. Jekyll. Stephen M. Jameson. Elena M. Johnson. Hannah R. Kuhn. Anaya N. Kraft. Nathan R. LaFrance. Zechariah P. Ledbetter. Nina M. Leeds. Kyle J. Leverage. David A. Lewis. Jacob D. Lick. Aaron J. Marquardt. Brandon G. Lyon. Dylan R. Marusa. It's here. It will be there. Kara K. McGinty. Alexandra P. McNally. Aaliyah B. Meadows. Jasmine B. Medrano. Lauren M. Mertz. Brittany M. Mitchell. Andrew D. Mudrich. Raul Navarro. Hannah K. Niehusen. Molly S. O'Farrell. Angelo G. Ottobre. Mark L. Phipps. Zachary D. Pierce. Hannah E. Plummer. Kaylee M. Poley. Alexis M. Panierski. China L. Powell. Tiana R. Reeder. Asia M. Richards. Avery E. Richards. Autumn M. Ripke. Ryan M. Roberts. Desire D. Robinson. Olivia M. Rogers. Dakota A. Rummel. Hannah N. Sanchez. Andrew A. Scheibel. Haley A. Scouten. Ariana M. Searles. Kaylin M. Shell. Jada C. Shepard. Jalen A. Ship. Wyatt E. Seifert. Kirsten L. Sladowski. Kiera M. Slaughter. Nina N. Spigner. Troy R. Spoor. Tyrese A. Stark. Sebastian S. Swaffer. Brendan S. Tesluck. Tamara S. Thornton. Brandon A. Thorpe. Stephen W. Thrall. Jenny A. Tran. Caitlin I. Underwood. Aliciana M. Urban. Shemaya C. Viola. Emily R. Walsh. Felicia J. Weaver. Mark S. Welsh. Denasia Westbury. Katrina Wesley.
Noah A. Wiedike. Erica L. Williams. Jaleesa L. Williams. Marissa E. Williams. Travis W. Willis. Cassandra S. Warden. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the class of 2018.
All right, once again, we'd just like to thank everyone for coming. And my challenge to you guys sitting up here on stage is I want to see every single one of you crossing the stage again at McMorran in 4 years from now. That is my challenge to you. Absolutely. And we'd just like to thank you guys for letting your kids be our kids this year. Thank you very much for coming.